Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. A couple weeks ago, or maybe it was a week ago, I can't remember exactly, I made a video on the US women's national team, and I stated without hesitation that this team in particular has gotten so deeply under my skin over the last couple of years with all of their ridiculous, dishonest activism campaigns and lawsuit that I've become an anti-fan. Whatever team they're going against, I don't care if it's the Communist Party of China, I'm rooting for the Communist Party of China. And so just the other day, the women's US national team, it's hard to even call them that because they're so unpatriotic, they're so disrespectful to the flag and the country that they represent. But anyways, the US women's national team was facing Sweden, and while I wasn't watching because I don't want to give them ratings, I certainly was following, and it seems my wish was granted. Megan Rapinoe's scrappy band of dishonest feminists have officially been eliminated, and so I'm here to make a video spreading the message. Rejoice. They've officially been eliminated from the World Cup competition, and probably best of all, Megan Rapinoe's career is officially over. Hallelujah. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. Alright folks, the US women's national team takes a massive L versus Sweden, and probably most people's reaction is a sigh of relief. Finally, it's over. It's kind of funny because the deciding penalty kick that handed Sweden the victory came from a failed attempt by Megan Rapinoe. People are already making memes about it. Megan Rapinoe has now received a new nickname. Eric Spracklin writes on Twitter, "Laugh my behind off. People are now calling Megan Rapinoe the woke choke, and I love it. Bravo." And of course, people will criticize this sort of celebrating the demise of the US women's national team headed by Megan. You're just being a hater. You're unpatriotic. No, because even in moments like these, Megan Rapinoe herself justifies the sentiment even further. Greg Price writes on Twitter, "After the L at the World Cup today, Megan Rapinoe was asked what her favorite memory of playing US soccer was. Her response was equal pay."
Is there a memory that stands out to you right now in this moment?
I mean, probably equal pay chance after the final. And I think, they were saying equal pay, but could have been saying a lot of things. I think this team has always fought for so much more, and that's been the most rewarding part for me, of course.
It's a frickin' mystery. I cannot understand, I can't fathom why people aren't a fan. Well, it's simply because of moments like these. Kneeling during the national anthem, not singing during the national anthem, stepping over an American flag, but most importantly, being a total attention seeker and trying to build this totally dishonest, very cringe brand as a politician and activist instead of an athlete representing the country. I mean, just go to Megan Rapinoe's Twitter profile. Her profile picture is Black Lives Matter. That organization that swindled hundreds of millions of dollars, that pulled a massive fundraising fraud on the American people over one of the most sensitive, emotional issues related to American culture and history. Then, of course, promoting her books. There's nothing about sports here. It's just me, my face, my iconic pink hair. And when questioned after a devastating loss against Sweden, her favorite memory of playing soccer is equal pay. Again, a complete fraud. Don't want to sound like a broken record, we don't have to rehash the same points. Female athletes in most sports are actually paid a higher percentage of profits and prize pools than their male counterparts. Equal pay, it's a ridiculous notion. It's dishonest, grifter activism built on a mountain of lies and propaganda. And it's so counterintuitive. They want to get paid more. They want to make more money because they're top athletes. Well, there's top athletes in a lot of different sports. Some of them are men, some of them are females. Those sports aren't popular. If you're the greatest competitive rollerblader on planet Earth, you probably aren't going to get paid as much as LeBron James. That's simply not how it works. It's basic common sense. And these girls make it even worse for themselves. Megan Rapinoe could have just been a good person person, you know, an appreciative, patriotic athlete, getting people excited for the sport, bringing people in, dominating on the world stage. But instead, she dyed her hair pink and went the full-on third-wave feminist route, a real palatable and popular archetype of character, and thought that's the way I'm going to bring attention to the sport. And then doubled down and became one of the biggest grifters in human history. And now it's all seemingly falling apart, and this infamous clip is resurfacing.
What do you have to say? What do you deserve?
I deserve this.
You deserve all of it. Everything. You deserve this. She belongs.
No wonder U.S. women's soccer isn't popular. And you know what? For the first time ever, Megan Rapinoe was right. You do deserve this. You deserve the massive L on the world stage, the embarrassing moment, the entire internet and Twitter sphere rejoicing and having fun, poking fun at your expense, because you deserve that. Absolutely. You know, I try really hard not to be a devoted hater for no reason. There's a lot of people out there who just want to be a detractor for detractor's sake, who just want to criticize, who just want to attack and take people down. But in this case, I feel like it's totally justified. I feel like, if anything, I'm serving some sort of ethical, moral cause. I'm doing the right thing. You might even argue it's patriotic, as counterintuitive as that sounds. They just deserve it. Maybe if they spent more time actually focused on building team unity, you know, team cohesion, training, building the best team, and most importantly, representing their country. Maybe if they spent more time there and less time pushing frivolous, garbage lawsuits and making propaganda films that they present at the ESPY Awards, maybe they would have won. Maybe they'd still be on top. You know, it reminds me of the whole Dream Team thing. When basketball became an Olympic sport, I think it was in the 90s, maybe the late 80s. There were a couple Dream Teams, but, you know, the Dream Team, that was definitely in the 90s. I've watched all kinds of documentaries on that team, and all the players unanimously described this sort of unity that they felt, representing that American banner on the world stage, you know? That it was something beyond just NBA basketball. It was about patriotism and competitive domination. They had a whole country behind them cheering that they were representing, and every single one of those players, whether it's Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Karl Malone, I mean, all of them, they all described their appreciation for the country and their motivation to win for America. That's a team that changed basketball history forever. That's a team that's in the freaking history books, because they did it right, they did it authentically, and they got people behind them. The U.S. women's national team is the exact opposite. They're pushing nonsense, third-wave feminist talking points about the patriarchy. Automatically, you've pretty much lost all men. They're filing lawsuits, they're disrespecting the anthem, disrespecting the flag. What do you think the result's gonna be? Let's just say Megan Rapinoe set women's sports back generations. U.S. women's soccer, the WNBA, I mean, whatever it is, they got a lot of public relations damage to repair. People have a sour taste in their mouth because they simply just didn't do it right. Let's just say that. That's what I got for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe to the channel. You know that we'd love to have you here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.